I don't know what anyone could do, really. I mean,
I don't know, I'm very good at sneaking into places and stealing objects.
she would just take it back from me. It's
Well, I guess I'd have to steal you too then.
steal me? What?
Our story today opens first on three figures walking down an old path. Two lovely ladies and their skeletal equine companion. It's late afternoon, heading towards sundown, and they're making good time on their way to the town of Wits End for a night out at the theater. But it isn't just any show at Book End that draws these three to the town this evening. No, this is, as a matter of fact, the framework of a certain very interesting something that's been in the works for a very good long while. Would my players like to introduce themselves?
Hello, everyone. I am Lady Delilah, Rosita Emily, and Nexus Daemon, and I will be played by Heartless. Soto.
Oh, hello, I am Soto, and I'm gonna be playing. I like to tell you for Lee Morgan Knight.
And what are you two up to this evening? There is a bit of a plan that's being discussed as you are on your way, is there not?
Oh, yes, we have to go over the plan at least one more time, just so it's all fresh in our minds. So,
Wouldn't want to mess this up.
definitely not. Alright. So, let's see. We go into the theater, and we get a seat, and wait for the play to begin.
Hmm.
And
Alrighty.
we have to wait until everything has been... until everyone's attention is more on the play, so that we can sneak away to the back.
Okay, so then that will be when the play starts, right?
Probably more like a couple of minutes after it's started.
Okay.
And then we must sneak away to the right side of the theater and slip behind the curtain.
This will be fun.
And of course, you will go downstairs to get our kidnappee, and I will go upstairs to get the object.
He'll
We have to
be
be-
willing to go, right?
Oh, yes, I don't think he will struggle too much. You might want to just pick him up. Should be pretty easy.
Alrighty. That's always easy for me.
So we have to be very quiet, because if they notice what we are doing before we get out the back, it'll be a problem.
Yes. It'll go just fine.
So once you have him, and don't forget the map I gave you, it's very important.
Okay.
Because it's a little messy down there.
I'll keep a eye out. It'll be fine.
So once you have him, come back upstairs and wait for me in the back room, and I will join you there, and we'll escape out the back. And that is when we set fire to the theater to give them something else to do.
Just another little part of the play. Beautiful.
Of course. And our fabulous steed will meet us out back. Won't you, Stopheles? Yes, good boy. They should have some carts back there. With everyone focused on the fire, it should be easy enough for us to get away.
I can carry one just fine if we do need it.
Well, the cart is to make it easier for Stopheles to pull us away. It's a lot faster that way.
Alright. That can work. This will be fun.
Yes, so much fun.
A fun little round of the game to be played, And so, we follow our 3 lovely theater attendees, and they make a stop in a familiar little clearing that looks like it may have once been a park to change shoes, because goodness knows you are not walking all the way from Toontown to Wits End in heels.
Oh, definitely not.
I hope not.
So a quick little stop to change shoes, and you are down the stairs, or, well, down the hill. There's no stairs. I don't know why I said there were stairs. I'm thinking of someone else. But you make your way down the hill into the town, through town center, to the theater, and you are in front. Do you have your tickets?
I don't. I light. Do you have our tickets?
I'm sure we do somewhere.
Does somebody want to roll hammer space to see if they forgot the tickets and have to buy them
That's a
from the
good
box
idea.
office?
There we go. And Highlight pulls out 2 tickets.
There we are.
All right. So you two show your tickets to the... What is the term for a bouncer for a theater? I don't know. The guy at the door.
Ticket taker, the ticket master.
That guy. Yeah, him. The
The
usher. Thinker. Thank you. I can English. This is going great. So you show your tickets to the usher, and he guides you to your seats. You have
Before we go in, I mentally instruct Stopheles to wait for about 30 minutes and then start heading around the back.
Good on ya. Okay. So the usher guides you both to your seats. You guys got pretty cheap tickets. It was only about 3 copper pieces per ticket. And for most people, this would be, kind of disappointing because, supposedly it means you don't get very good seats. But you guys are actually rather pleased to be in the back row. And as you two take your seats, everyone else settling in around you with their, popcorn and sweets and drinks and whatnot, as everyone waits for the play to begin, we cut away. And we cut to an apartment. The kitchen of an apartment. Sammy and Chifley, do you mind introducing yourselves here?
Sure. Hi, I'm Whis. I'm playing Chifley Ford.
Hi, I'm Mira. I will be playing Sammy Jax.
Mm-hmm. And you guys are hanging out this evening. Chifley, your sister's over at a friend's house for the night. And Sammy, you were wanting some company for some reason or another. You can't really tell. You were just kind of compelled to. Plot demanded it and all that jazz. It is early morning. Very early morning. Have you guys been sitting up talking all night?
Possibly.
Honestly, I can considering yeah, I can see them sitting up and talking for a bit.
All right. So you've been up
Like-
kind of talking all night. And
Probably holding hands.
Aww.
Yep,
Precious.
likely.
Aw, I love that. And you guys are having breakfast now. Are you guys talking about anything as you're having breakfast? Or have you kind of exhausted conversation for the night?
I feel like we're probably in that, we've done an all-nighter stupor a little bit. It's just sort of like, okay, we need coffee, we need food, we need to be able to function for today because this was a mistake.
Like Sammy's just kind of like probably honestly like leaning on the counter, his head just dip. I'm awake. Sleepy.
Yeah, and Sammy, right as your head is about to hit the counter for another time, there's a sort of ringing sound from your pocket, like a phone.
His shading goes completely gray because he doesn't have a phone.
No, he doesn't! Which is why this is just so very odd.
He like it takes him a second because like he's just like, oh, it's probably Chifley. It's probably Chifley's phone. It's wait. That Chifley, do you have a phone that's ringing?
No, it's not mine. I thought it was yours.
I don't have a phone. This is weird. And he pulls out the phone.
Roll Hammerspace.
Okay, he's digging into his sleeve then.
That's a
Oh,
one.
it's a fumble.
So the ringing
Again.
continues as you fumble out.
1 second, I gotta pull up his fumble sheet. It's the one thing I didn't pull up. It's always like, it's always me. It's always me. Okay.
That's fantastic.
Okay, we got an 8. What is an 8? Let's see here. He pulls out a little pyramid prism, and he kind of sleepily holds it up to the light, watches it refract some rainbows onto the counter for a minute, and then goes, "Oh, right. I was going through my hammer space. I forgot the wrong."
It's early morning, apparently. No, that's still no
That's
good.
Another fumble.
That's
Another fumble. Okay, we got a 7 this time. Okay, 1 second. Gotta do a D7. Okay, Roy R. He pulls out a yellow bucket of paint and he stares at it, extremely confused, before putting it on the counter.
Paint.
Starts sticking in his hammer space again.
Okay, that's above a 5.
Okay, that should do it, right? Let's have that do it. Third time's a charm. So,
Yep.
on the third time, you pull out an entire rotary phone
I love Toon logic.
with the
Heavy.
wire still going up your sleeve, and it is ringing its little head off.
Well, okay.
Blink, blink.
He like stares at it. There's like a dot because he is very tired, and he just puts it up to his ear. Hello?
Greetings. Have I reached the conversation apparatus of one Sammy Jacks?
It was in my hammer space, so I would say yes. Who are you?
My name is Miss Airy. I am the director at the Wits End Bookend Theater. And, Mr. Jacks, I have a proposition for you.
Okay. What's your proposition?
Last night, an incident occurred. Something precious of mine was stolen, along with one of the props from the theater basement. And I have reason to believe that you are familiar with the culprit. Does the name Gil T ring any bells?
Yep. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I know him. I usually try to stop him from doing whatever the. This is weird. He usually leaves me a note when he's going to steal something.
Most unusual. If you were willing to investigate the crime and bring back what was stolen, I would be willing to offer you and whatever assistance you may bring along 25 gold pieces upfront payment, as well as 25 on successful retrieval of the items. Is this amenable to you?
Yeah, yeah. That sounds great. Miss Eri, you said. Okay.
Excellent.
Get it.
We will have a teleportation circle available for you at the nearest location. It is quite a trek from Whis to Toontown, and it would be inconvenient to have you walk. They would be away by then. Thank you for your cooperation. And then the phone hangs up. Sammy, how you feeling?
He just kind of lowers the phone and slowly turns to Chifley.
Chifley's just watching Sammy with his head tilted to one side slightly. He's like, everything all right?
Gil stole something from a theater.
Huh. Is that all?
But he usually tells me when he's gonna steal something. This is weird. What are you up to, Gil? Like he just kind of puts the rotary phone back into his hammer space. He has a phone now, he guesses. Okay.
Conversation device. That I like that.
Mm.
Chifley's going to kind of look at the instant coffee that he'd sort of been in the process of making, and it's like, we may need something a little stronger than this.
Yeah, I'm not awake enough for this. Gil, what the heck are you doing? Okay, Chifley, do you want to help me catch Gil so we can grill him for whatever plan he's doing so we can, like... I don't know. I'm too tired for this.
Oh my god.
It sounds like you're going to need all the help you can get.
Mira, take a point of inspiration for your acting.
Okay. All right. Let me go into my notes real quick. Okay.
Sleepy Sammy pleases me.
Okay. Inspiration point.
So I suppose we're going to go and get some serious coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Some serious coffee.
Yeah.
Yep, Sammy needs serious coffee right now. He's just like, I need caffeine. I need to inject it into my veins so I can actually process what the heck is going on. They said transportation circle? What? What's Gil doing?
Nope. Coffee, bagel, then we'll get to the bottom of it.
Sounds good. That
So
sounds good.
So you guys head to the station where there's a cafe built into the station.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sounds about right.
because there's always one.
Mm.
You get your bagel, you get your coffee, Starbucks. It's got to be pretty good. And as you guys are walking to where there is an active teleportation circle to Whis End, we once again switch scenes. We are back with our villains. Lady Dread and Iolite, you two are both watching this performance. It is actually quite well put on, but you have noticed that the entire crowd is enraptured at the moment, and indeed, you probably would be as well were you not so focused on the goal at hand. If either of you would like to make a wisdom save to see if the other has to snap you out of it.
Sure, we can do that. Remember, Iolite dear, you get a +4 to all of your saves.
Yay!
Oh no.
Don't worry, I got it.
I rolled a 2.
Oh boy. Okay. So, Lady Dread, you are absolutely enraptured by this performance. Perhaps it's been a while since you've actually seen a well-done theater production, but it is utterly enchanting.
It has been way too long.
I just has been looking around, kind of fidgeting a bit, and then notices everybody's distracted, even her dear compatriot, and she just raises her fingers up to her forehead, kind of flicks her fingers, like, Delilah! Trying to snap her out.
What? Oh, right. Apologies,
go.
I forgot myself. Let us go.
Yes.
All right. So, let's see.
Time to roll stealth.
Well, no, not quite yet.
Oh,
So,
not yet.
you two get up, and everybody is so enraptured by the performance, and you guys are in the back row, so nobody notices you stand up and sneak down the access hallway that will lead to backstage, because this is one of them fancy theaters that has, secret hallways on either side of the theater that lead to up onto the stage.
Oh, perfect.
So you sneak down the hallway access to backstage. And
I make sure to take off my heels and place them into my hammer space.
Good
job. So they don't click.
Oh, that's smart. Iolite does the same, seeing Delilah do it.
Following your friend's lead.
Yes.
Okay. So, you guys are now backstage, and it's pretty easy to stay out of sight of everybody, because it seems like they keep most of the active props on this side of the stage. The ones that are going to be going out, stuff that's important to the set. So it's pretty easy to find some place to, duck down if you need to brush up on what you guys are both doing, or if you are just ready to do the ready, break, and head off in your separate directions.
Adelaide, don't forget to take out your map.
Okay. I have it right here, and just... Yep.
Alright, you have a map.
Handy.
And let me see if I have the map. Sure I do. Has to be here somewhere.
You should have the map.
I made the map!
Yes, you did.
I made the map! Where is the map?
Oh no!
Motherfucker! Where's the map?
Dear voice from the beyond, can you please find the map?
I am doing my best. Leave me alone. Let me just search up map in my DMs.
Doing just fine.
That wouldn't be it. Where did I put it? Please hold.
That is the basement map, correct?
The basement map, yes.
But there is a very specific map that our lovely voice from the beyond is attempting to find.
Yes. Here we go. Found it! I have brain cells.
Wonderful.
Oh, wait, no. RJ already sent the basement map. Thank you, RJ, for being my brain cell. Yes, that is your map. Because I did not actually draw out the map of the different layout of the boxes, because I didn't have the energy.
So Gil's not
Gil's not here right now. Who are you kidding? Who's that?
Who are you
How am I
talking about?
talking about? Lady Delilah points out the very carefully drawn pathway that she has drawn on the basement map to Bonlock's room.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It leads you around a rather large pile of boxes in the middle, a couple that are stacked up in the corner that might be hard to traverse if you just tried to walk right into them, and several that are just sort of lined up against the wall. Details that are not on the actual map, because I don't have brain cells. Anyway.
Right. So, let's see. You've got this. I'll meet you
Yes.
back here.
Very well. Good luck. Don't
Good
get
luck.
caught.
I don't plan to.
And first, we follow... Well, who wants to be followed first? Let's go with that. Wait.
I mean, you could start with Dear Iolite, if you wish.
I think that actually... Wait, no, let me check the notes. Okay, actually, we start with you, Miss Delilah.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, wonderful.
So, you're going to need to roll stealth after you have snuck around these sets and found the set of stairs in the backstage area that leads to the second floor.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So you make it up the stairs fine, but roll me stealth.
Man, this is not my day, is it?
Oh no, it's not, honey. Oh, the DC was an 11.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Okay.
It's a good thing I don't have to roll at disadvantage.
You don't, thank goodness. So... Oh, wait, no, the stealth roll for that one was actually a 13. Oops. Thank you, audio, for being my brain cell. I can't read. So you failed even harder. But, yeah. You make it up these stairs. But, well, there's a bit of a problem. See, the catwalks that you have to cross to get to where you're going are also where the tech crew has to hang out to manage the lights and whatnot. So, you make your way up these stairs, and you are stopped by somebody at the top of the stairs, who says, miss, I'm not sure you should be back here. Show's still going. Did you get lost? Do you need help getting back to your seat?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I got a little lost. Could you just please point me in the right direction?
Sure. It's back down the stairs, down the hallway, to wherever your seat is.
All right, thank you so much.
I will remind
Cursing
you...
under my breath as I turn around.
Oh, dear. Don't suppose you have anything that'll help you get... Don't suppose
Get by?
Yeah, because... goodness. Well, why don't you roll me history?
Okay, good. I'm good at that. Oh, yes, I am good at that. 13 plus 5. That's an 18.
All right. Well, you remember a little something specific. There is another way up to where you need to go. It's in the lobby.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to go unnoticed with an 18, I can tell you, you should go back down the hallway you came, then walk around the back row of seats to the left-hand entrance, the opposite entrance to where you came in, at which point the door to that set of stairs will be right in front of you. However, you do remember it being locked. I don't suppose you have your lockpicking tools.
Oh, of course I do. Don't leave home without them.
Of course not. You know, lady's gotta have her tools.
Of course.
Right.
And if a lady doesn't have a hairpin...
Well, that would just be scandalous now, wouldn't it? So you head back
Exactly.
You head back downstairs, and you find your way around the back, because I'm not going to make you roll since you rolled history. And, everybody's still enraptured by the stage performance. It seems to be a stage version of the hit film Swanee Todd, which is nice.
Oh, yes, of course.
Everyone's a little too enraptured by what's going on stage to notice you sneaking around the back to the lobby. And because you knew where to enter, you don't have to stealth past the concierge. So, roll me whatever you roll to lockpick to see if you can get this door open.
Let's see, that's my efficiency plus my dex modifier.
And I will give you advantage because I assume you've done this before.
Oh, yes, I've done this before. Oh, nice. So that's 15 plus 5, dirty 20.
All right. So you pop open this lock nice and quiet, and there's a dark set of stairs. And I assume you go up them?
Of course.
So we watch you go up we watch you go up the stairs into the office, assumably closing the door behind you, and then we cut back to Iolite. Goodness, okay. Iolite, you make it through your hallway uninterrupted. But I do have to ask, are you running?
No, not yet, at least.
Good on you. Okay, so once you reach the bottom of the basement stairs, you find yourself surrounded by very tall boxes. There is a lot of boxes down here, a lot of crates, and also just a lot of random furniture just sort of scattered about. Roll me a survival at advantage because you have a map.
Okay. That'll be a natural 20.
Well, isn't that just lovely for you? Okay, you find your way through quite easily. And you don't make it all the way to the room. Isla, do you know who you're here for? Do you know what they look like?
I only know the name.
Well then.
Fun luck.
Yep. And do you call this out into the storage room over the sound of the orchestra?
Just little by little. She's kind of like humming it to herself and trying to, like, once she gets closer to the room, she starts saying it a little bit louder.
Mm-hmm. And as you say it, loud enough to be audible by somebody other than yourself, there's a response from over next to one of the stacks of boxes. Somebody says, We're sorry. We'll be right back to work. We're sorry. We'll be right back to it. We just need to rest for a moment.
Oh, no. Highlight kind of goes towards the sound of the voice, like, we're not here to make you work.
And you see who you can only assume is your target, because he did respond to the name, just sort of slump back against some of the boxes, and do me a favor, roll a perception check.
Sure. Oh.
Okay, do it again. I can't give you anything for a 3.
Oh my.
Okay.
Dice Parser says it's 3, and you're taking that.
I don't know what to do with a 3, but okay.
Oh no.
To be honest, it's very, very dark.
You notice it's dark, and you see this ragdoll who has responded to what you said. You can't really place why. He doesn't look good. At all.
Hey, are you okay?
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We just,
No.
we'll be fine. And
No, come on.
he tries to stand up, and it doesn't work.
Oh. Iolite just immediately goes to try, kind of pick him up a bit, kind of try to be supporting.
Thank you.
Of course.
We're really sorry. We know that the stage needs sets back up.
No, don't worry
sorry.
about the stage. We're getting you out.
Out? But we don't have today off.
Oh, but you will. You're gonna have today and all of the rest of the days. So don't you worry.
And he kind of blinks and looks confused and says, we don't think Miss Airy would like that, but okay, who are you?
I'm Iolite for now. You can call me that.
Oh, we're pleased to meet you, Miss Iolite. Our name is Wandluck.
It's a really nice name.
Thank you. We're sorry. We're a mess. We're usually
it's
better than
okay.
this. We apologize.
No. Some days it's a bit harder to get up, and that's okay.
And he kind of tries to smile at you, but he winces when he does. And it's like, oh, that's new. Ow. Oh, that's new.
What happened? Are you...
We're fine. We're fine. This is just business as usual. We're okay. We're okay,
Did something
Miss
happen?
Iolite. We're okay. It's fine. We're just a bit damaged, that's all right. We can repair ourselves once we're done with work.
Oh. I'm gonna get you out of here, my lovely little friend. We're gonna get you out. Don't worry. And Iolite goes and goes and instead just picks him right up rather than just supporting him, just like Princess Carrie, basically.
Okay, I know you're really strong, Iolite, but I need you to make me a dex check.
Oh boy. Dex. Oh no! Oh!
That's an
Oh no! Oh no! Wait! Okay, hold on. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that.
Well, what are you rolling your d6 for, honey? Because there was a specific reason I was asking you to make a dex check.
Okay, it's basically if Sandy moves too much in a certain way, and if that's a very bad way, then she can crack a bit.
Yeah, I don't think this is something that would cause that. Don't worry just yet.
Okay.
See, the dex check was to see if you managed to get all of him. You get most of him, but there seems to be a bit of a problem because you hear a tearing sound, and he winces and immediately claps a hand over his mouth, and you can hear a very muffled shriek into his sleeve, because the reason he couldn't get up before is because his leg was coming off.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. Don't worry. And
no,
it's all right. We can put it back. It's all right. It's all right.
You're like me. I can pick it up. I'm sorry. I can pick it up. Sandy's like now she's kind of shaky a bit, and tries to like pick up the leg too.
Yeah, you do that fine. It's just I was making sure that I was asking to see if you could pick him up without agitating the stitches so much that it would come off, but unfortunately, you rolled an @1.
Yep.
Goodness. But you managed to gather him all up, and he just he like gently like pats your cheek. Is like, it's all right, Miss Ayala. You don't have to worry. We're okay. We can repair ourselves. It's fine. You're okay. You haven't done anything wrong.
Okay. We're gonna get you out. We're gonna get you out. Okay?
Okay. I trust you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they will be. We're gonna go meet up in the place. I'm probably maybe I can cover you. And Sandy goes to like try and look if there's like a blanket or anything to try and cover Bonlock up.
There are plenty of tarps around here.
Yep, she's just gonna use that and just kind of like take that out and kind of like bundle him up a little bit.
And he's just like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing now.
Okay, we're gonna go back. We're gonna head out. I'm gonna meet up with Gilly. It's gonna be okay. Okay.
It's all right, Miss Ayala. You're okay. And he's just like, he's gently trying to comfort you because he's a friend. That's what he does. He's a caretaker background.
Baby.
He's trying to help calm you down.
She just smiles at Bonlock like, I can see my Gilly, won't you? Okay. No. Lila, okay, gotta act. Okay.
I'm gonna roll an intelligence roll for Bonlock to see if he picks up what name you're saying. That's a +0. That's a 5. He's just confused. He's just confused, and he's just like, gentle pats.
Just pats. Okay.
And
all right.
As you start to make your way out of the basement, we cut to another scene. Sammy and Chifley, you have arrived in Wits End off screen, and you navigated your way through the town, and you've just entered the theater. And you've been debriefed by somebody who, sort of a town investigator who was called in.
Mm-hmm.
Because the town doesn't have police, because, heck the police. But they do have investigators, and one of the more official-looking ones will recognize you, Sammy, as being the person that Miss Airy sent for. And they fill you in on what they know, which is that sometime during last night's performance, somebody snuck in, assumably 2 people, since they seem to be able to be in 2 places at once. They stole something from prop storage, and they stole something precious of value from the main office. And then they went to burn down the building. They didn't succeed. The building is still intact. But there was a fire. And they have told you to meet up with the, quote, blue kid who's wandering around in the theater. Apparently, somebody who was already here at the time of the crime and has personally taken up the case as well. So, do you guys enter the theater proper? Do you snoop around the lobby a little bit? What you doing?
Sammy's at least gonna do like at least an initial perception check before heading into. He sees nothing.
Yeah, you see nothing.
Chifley's basically following Sammy's lead at this point, although when Blue Kid was benching, he just sort of looked at himself and then looked up and was like, oh, not
More
me.
than one blue kid. Yeah, I think the investigator says, other blue kid, not the one standing right next to you.
Yeah, because he was with me all night.
Mm.
And he just kind of rubs at his forehead. He's like, he kind of has a mild headache from all of the caffeine he had to wake up.
But with a 6, you do not see anything of interest in the lobby. Because you would have had to
Suppose
get...
Chiff could have a look around too.
You could, and also, Chifley, because of your special handy-dandy ability with the soundtrack, you are welcome to, at any point during this game, roll me insight on a situation to see if the background music can tell you anything about it.
Okay, well, I'll roll perception first.
That's an 8.
Now I think I might pay attention to see what the theme's looking like.
Ooh,
Alright, that's a 19. Okay.
I can work with that.
So, it sounds... There's, like, a couple layers to this music. So first off, you've got just sort of the basic, lobby of a fancy place type theme going on.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got the undertones of the start of an investigation theme.
Mm-hmm.
But there is something else there as well. Something that's ever so slightly off. That's all I can tell you.
Okay. Well, that's about as cryptic as the background music usually is. So I'm just going to keep that one in my back pocket for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Alright, do you guys head into the theater room where the audience usually sits? I don't know what that's actually called. The auditorium?
Rug?
I don't know.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, do you guys head in there?
I think I think it's usually called the audience.
Yeah. Do you guys head in?
Yeah, Sammy just kind of takes a moment and holds out his hand for Chifley to take because yes.
Aww. Bless.
He'll go in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Like bagels and cream cheese. Like cops and donuts. Okay. So, you guys head into the theater, into the audience area, whatever the heck it's called. I don't know my terminology. I was only a theater kid for 1 year.
You're valid.
And there is somebody else there. Hey, Jay, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm RJ. I will be playing Jay Inkheart.
Mm-hmm. And, Jay, what brings you to the scene of this crime? How did you get wrapped up in investigating this whole mess?
So, Jay has, shall we say, a history with one Gil Treble. And after certain events, Jay has become, shall we say, concerned. And has been on his trail for a little bit of time now. And having heard reports that Gil has been seen in Wits End, has tracked him to there. And then this happened. So...
So, Jay, you're kind of looking around the theater, looking at the evidence of the fire and whatnot and what have you. The stage still on the set that it was in when the fire caught and everybody panicked. Because, the show doesn't always have to go on when the building's on fire and everyone could die.
Yeah, that.
When you hear the theater doors open and 2 people come in. And it is 2 people you don't know. And Sammy, Chifley, there is a guy here that you don't know.
But he's blue.
But he is
He's
blue.
He's very blue. He also apparently has a massive baby face. This dude is 26.
Oh goodness, an adult.
Oh boy. Oh.
You two got permission to be in here, or you just coming to mess about?
No. The person in charge of the theater called, and I chase after Gil. Sammy Jax. This is Chifley. Who are you?
But I've already been told that Miss Airy had called other people in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that. Sorry.
You were already told.
Cool. Ah, that's you two then. Alright then.
Yeah.
Name's Jay. Jay and Kurt. Yeah. You look really tired. Is that a normal thing for you, or?
No, I just made the mistake of staying up all night because Gil didn't tell me that he was planning something like this.
He tells you?
He's usually
Are
very
you?
considerate.
And then he does a vague gesture with his hands.
Nemesis? Yes. The heck is he doing?
Okay. I'm just gonna, he puts a hand on your shoulder and is gonna use his lay on hands to get rid of your headache.
Aw.
How many points am I spending for that?
I'd say that's like 1.
1 point. Okay.
An exhaustion headache is not that bad to deal with.
Cool. You now no longer have a headache.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Okay.
Abby just kind of blinks at you, and like the faint, like sort of like gray brown that was edging his shading kind of just fades away, and he's just left with gray. And he just kind of blink. Oh, that thanks. That feels a lot better. Wow. I didn't realize that. Okay.
You get just a small thumbs up from Jay.
How tall is Jay?
Not very. He's 5'8".
He's taller than Chifley, but shorter than Sammy. Okay.
Yeah.
To reach a bit to get.
Reach. Sammy,
5'8"
you
to 6,
fucking
that's not too
tree.
That's not too bad.
No, it's not
Sammy,
too bad.
Sammy is 6 foot.
Fucking
So it's not as
tree.
bad as you could be.
Not as
Oh,
bad
dear.
as certain others. Yeah, no.
Mm.
So, Mr. Inkheart, you're here to do investigations as well?
Yeah, I got a, shall we say, personal stake in these.
Sammy kind of raises an eyebrow, just like, personal?
Chifley's like, oh?
When we
Oh,
catch
no.
up to him, I'm pretty sure it'll come clean. Don't worry about it. Anyway,
Ah,
what you
I'm
guys-
gonna-
what have you guys
I'm just
got
gonna
so
roll me
far?
my insight. I'm gonna roll me my insight on that.
that's a 12.
Sammy's gonna roll inside on that as well.
That's also a
Also a
12.
12.
Oh my god, guys!
They're
I have
sharing
to
a
wonder,
brain cell.
Does someone formally being real kind affect their theme?
You know what? I never actually thought about that. I think it's probably in conjunction with tunes. Like if you've been around tunes a lot, or you're in a toony kind of place, like you're in Ankwell, you probably have a theme, but it's not as prominent as a tunes theme, I would imagine.
Let me rephrase. Jay is a tune, but was not always a tune.
Oh, yeah, no, that's not going to make any difference.
Okay.
If you're a tune, you're gonna have a theme.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Well, you guys both rolled 12 insight.
Mhm.
What does that give them, DM?
I don't know. You're the one who's being rolled insight on. You tell me. Other DM?
Honestly, RJ, if you want some help, look at your character's charisma. Do you really think that a 12 would be good against 10 plus the modifier for that?
I mean, their deception bonus is even higher. For
Yeah,
the audience,
but
Jay has exactly one good stat, and it's charisma.
is Jay deceiving them, or is he just generally talking to them?
This is a general talking, so I guess this is more of a. He's kind of stoic, and his theme will reflect that. But there is a touch of something intriguing.
Of course there is.
I honestly just feel like since both Sammy and Chifley got the same result, they just gotta share a look at each other and just kind of.
I'm just imagining
Huh?
synchronized narrowing of eyes.
Yeah, there's a little blink, narrow of eyes, glance at each other, and then look back.
Yes.
That was slightly creepy. You too. Also, and then he does the same vague hand gesture as before.
Sammy's shading goes pink.
Well, congrats, I guess. Anyway,
Gypsy sort of rubs the back of his head awkwardly.
Oh boy.
Um,
And I think
I'm
this is
gonna-
where we get into the swing of the investigation, isn't there?
Yep.
Yep.
Yup.
Awkward greeting. Complete.
So you guys have 3 places to search. You have the basement, the office, and the theater. Where do you want to go first?
May as well check the theatre first. We're already
Yeah,
there.
we're already
we're there.
there.
All right. Roll me an insight check.
Insight. Ooh.
All of us?
Yes.
Would you like to use Dice Master or this oversized Magic the Gathering dice that I have? Doesn't
Either
matter.
one works.
That's a 3. 8.
Appropriately, the only one who notices anything is Chifley. Chifley, you kind of know who you're going after. You don't know him super well, but maybe it's because you've seen him in a combat situation before, not that you remember it very strongly.
Mm-hmm.
But you can kind of figure out what path he would have taken. And you can kind of figure out, maybe it's just, you can't figure out how you figured out, because why don't you tell me how you figure this out, and I'll tell you what you figure out.
Well, I think when they first properly met, he does not remember much of that at all. But he would remember from the next time they met, sort of the way he moves, I think. Because he got to feel the way he moves because he was being carried.
Mm-hmm.
So I think based on that, he sort of look at the layout of the room and go, like, okay, if that's how he moves normally, and I got the impression that it'd make a lot of sense to go in a direction where he wasn't going to be noticed as much, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And because apparently, Jay, you got an 11, not a whatever it was you got before. I think it was an 8. So, Chifley, I'm gonna say, like, for flavor, you start doing a thing where you find the back of the theater, because, that's just common sense. If you want to not be noticed, you sit in the back row. That's why the back row rule exists. I'm gonna say that you shut your eyes and try and mimic the feeling of movement that you found before, that you felt, basically. And
Yeah, that works.
you come to the conclusion of the path at roughly the same time as Jay did, of exactly what way the perpetrators went. Because it was 2 perpetrators, you realize. It had to have been. Because there was no way you could have been in 2 places at once and set the fire within the time of the show if it had just been one person, especially without being noticed. So you find the side door of the theater that they went through. You find your way up to the stairs. I assume that, Sammy, you're kind of following after these 2 who are just kind of wandering along.
Yeah, Sammy's he's tired, which is why he's just like he's still kind of got the exhausted head buzz you get when you stayed up too long, even with the caffeine. Like, he doesn't have any headache. He's definitely still tired.
Yeah.
He's functional, but he's tired.
Yeah. And you find that, okay, there's a pretty... are people who rolled high enough to get over the DC. The DC was a fucking 10, guys. Come on. You find the way that they went. You assume they met up backstage again. And then the logical way to go out would be to go through the back door. And you go through the back door, and you find the courtyard. And you can see that there is a space where the ground is slightly drier because it rained last night. That's part of how the fire didn't catch the building completely. But there's a spot that's slightly drier where there are tracks where there should have been a cart. And there are tracks through the mud showing where this cart was dragged along.
How big of a cart are we talking?
Not
Like
very
a
big.
wheelbarrow or like...
Bigger than a wheelbarrow, but smaller than, like, a covered wagon.
Kind of cart that you would hook up to a horse.
Yes,
So
a
enough to
one-horse
carry
cart.
2-3 people.
Yes.
Mm-mm. A fantasy cart.
A fantasy cart.
Cool.
And that's what you find with the theater. Do you guys want to check the other areas?
Well, it'd be smart to check all the places first before we start to go chasing
Mhm.
clues.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
So up or down, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you guys want to go?
There was the office, and then where was the other place besides the theater?
The basement.
The
Okay, the
Basement.
basement.
I'd rather go up than down.
Start from the top, work our way down then, I guess.
Mm-hmm. That sounds good.
Alright. So you guys head upstairs. You make your way to the office. There's somebody there. It's a tall lady in a white dress, who is sitting, or rather standing next to. She's not sitting behind the desk. She's standing next to the desk. And she has her hands folded, and she sort of blinks, and it almost looks like she wakes up when you guys walk into the room, and she's like, "Oh, you're the investigators then?"
That's us.
Small
Mhm.
wave.
And she smiles at you and holds out her hands to shake, and she's like, "Pleased to meet you. I'm Sekret. I am Aries' sister and her secretary." And she shakes all of your hands, and she says, "Oh, right, payment up front, we promised. Hang on." And she looks through the desk and pulls out 25 gold pieces, which she gives to each of you.
Okay.
Hello.
Cool.
I'm just
Keely's just
add
gonna
that.
look distinctly surprised at that. It's like, I'm getting paid? Okay.
Maybe just kind of nudges Jiffly in the side because you're part of my team. Of course, you're getting paid.
Thank you all so much for coming on short notice. Feel free to investigate the office. I can tell you a bit about what was stolen if you need to know.
Yeah.
That,
What
That
is
would
exactly-
make it easier to recover.
What exactly? Ari just said that it was something important to her that was stolen alongside a prop. Like, what did the prop look like, and what was so important that she'd want it back
Well,
like this? And why would
prop-
Gil want it?
the prop was a rag doll. I don't know why they'd steal that. But, well, the thing that was stolen, you have to understand, it was a gift from a very dear friend of hers that's, well, oh, she's been dead for a while now. But it was a heart. It was a heart, that got stolen. It was a heart that, Aries' friend Clara gave her a while back. He left this, and Sekret walks over to the couch. I was going to make you guys roll investigation to find this, but you guys have been rolling shit today.
We have.
Yeah.
Thank you, kind and merciful DM.
Yeah, so she walks over to the couch, and she says, "It was right here, but all that was left in its place was this." And she picks up a little note card, which she hands to you, Sammy. Hey, Hart, why don't you tell us what it says?
It reads, "You don't deserve to have him. Guilty."
Jay is like on tiptoes trying to read over Sammy's shoulder.
Sammy kind of just hands it to the shorter folks of his group, and he's rolling insight on that. Dirty 20.
I'm also rolling insight on that.
Same.
That is, what is that? I think that's a 9? Yeah, it's a 9.
Jeffrey's not on his game today.
17. 17 for me.
Okay.
Chipley, roll at advantage.
Okay.
Because I can tell you something about the background music.
Oh my
and
god!
Hart can tell
That's
you.
more like a 25!
There
So
we
17,
go.
dirty 20, and 25.
So the funny thing is because Chipley had advantage, all of you've met the DC that I rolled, because I rolled a 17. Literally 10 plus 7. So this is a very, very serious note. Whoever this was addressed to, Gil does not like them at all.
Demi kind of shares a look at Chifley and is just like, that kind of explains the out of character, why he didn't give me a note.
Hey, wait a sec. And he'll point at something on the note and go, him?
Yeah, we need to find him. I need to ask what's going on. What's going on? I don't understand.
And Secret kind of scratches at her head and she's like, I wish I could help you, but this is as much a mystery to me as it is to you. I don't know what him he's referring to. He didn't steal anything that had a particular gender.
The ragdoll, maybe.
Maybe? Mm-hmm.
Can you describe either object in detail?
Oh.
Because I do have locate object prepared today. So I could try and do it if they're close.
Well, I can do my best. And let me bullshit up a stat for Secret's history. Let's go d20 plus 5. 17, okay. Well, let's see. The heart was kept here in the office. It was a fabric heart made of a sort of silk material, or, well, we weren't actually ever sure of what material it was made. It was bright red, very old, kind of patchy looking, very, very damaged. It was very fragile, too. As for the ragdoll, let's see. Well, he was about what you would expect from a ragdoll, I guess. It was about 5 feet tall, light-colored fabric for the face. The hands came off of it at one point because we were a little too rough with it during a production, so we had to replace it with just long sleeves. But autumnal color palette, red yarn for hair, blue eyes, and it looks like it was of Hassan make, probably.
Sounds like a friend.
Does that count as familiar enough with an object for locate object to work?
Yes, but I want you to try doing it, and I'm going to tell you something.
Okay, I will attempt to cast it then.
Okay, do you have to roll anything for that?
No, it's just describe or name an object that's familiar to you, and then if it's within 1,000 feet, you know the direction to its location.
Which object are you trying to do it on? Because there are 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and do it on the heart, because that one was more described than the other one.
Clever.
Like, there was more details for it.
Clever. Well, you have a hard time locking onto it, but you can tell that it is somewhere nearby. It's a little out of range for the spell to tell you exactly where it is, because I imagine they've gotten more than 1,000 feet away by now. I mean, come on.
Probably.
But the object is nearby, and it's weird. You kind of have to do some mental finagling to get the spell to work, because it's almost like the spell doesn't want to recognize this as an object. Wonder what that's about. Anyway. You guys ready?
I've got locate object as well. But I'm thinking not using it on one of those things that was stolen.
Oh. What are you using it on?
I wanna use it on Gil's glasses. Because Chifley is familiar with those.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it just happens. I don't roll for it.
Glasses are... You feel a blip in the direction the glasses are, and suddenly it goes out. They've gone beyond the 1,000 feet range by now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but you know the direction that they seem to be headed.
Yep. Cool.
You guys want to head down to the basement?
Yep, just try to gather as many clues as we can before bringing it up to Gil and going, "What the peck, you pecker?"
The moment we're in the basement and like away from other people, Jay will tell them that the spell didn't want to register the heart as an object.
That's a concern.
Sammy's just beginning to feel more and more like something is seriously wrong.
There's too many things that ain't adding up with this, and I'm not liking the direction this is going.
I don't either. He kind of reaches over and rubs at his wrist a little, and it's just like, I don't like this at all. What did Gil get himself into this time?
It's not his usual shenanigans.
No, it's not.
No.
Like, it admittedly has been a while since we last talked, but he's changed. I know he's changed. But this seems like what he did when he was with me.
With you?
With.
It's a long story. We've got 10 minutes while the spell lasts, so we should probably investigate the basement.
Yeah.
Start running.
Okay. Let's focus.
All right.
Okay.
Roll the investigation.
Oh boy. What is Sammy's investigation?
Damn it! Okay, that's 17. 16 plus 1.
Okay.
That's a straight 20. Okay, here we go. Oh, 18.
Hello. 7, 17, and 18.
Okay.
Chifley just looks uncomfortable. He's not focusing.
Yeah. Because Chifley, I don't know if this is maybe something you're picking up on, but when Jay told you that the spell didn't want to register the object as an object, there was this kind of sense of foreboding in the music. But with a 17 and an 18 from the other two. Okay. So with a 17, you find some loose stuffing on the ground. Like cotton stuffing. And it's wet. There's something on it.
What the heck is it? Sammy, is gonna roll hammer space. And
What, is it?
Again.
Oh my god. At this point, Jay is like
another prism,
trying to figure out what the hell this thing is.
Emergency
and
question.
looks over at the commotion of.
Okay. He puts the prism back and then pulls out a handkerchief and bends down and kind of folds it all over and like picks it up, but like it's deeply insulated by the handkerchief, and he kind of just pulls it up so he can like look at it closer in the light.
Smart. Okay, so whatever has soaked into this stuff, it's red. It's too bright a shade of red to be blood. It's kind of got a syrupy texture, and it smells weird. It smells like lemon and like ozone and like lavender and weirdly like cigarette smoke.
Sammy
that's a combo.
Sammy just wrinkles his face and his shading turns very, very green. Like, deeply green with, like, just like, ugh.
You okay, Sammy?
There's a vague look of disgust on Jay's face, but he doesn't seem too fazed by it. Like he smelt worse.
Does anybody want to try and touch the stuff?
Oh, go for it. I've only got a +1 intelligence.
Of course.
No.
Roll me a con save.
Oh, well, that's my worst one. Okay. Thank God for Aura of Protection. Big money, no Emmys. Okay! It's 14 plus 5, that's 19.
Okay, thank goodness. The DC was only a 12, you would have been fine. But, yeah, you poke this stuff, and it kind of feels like when you poke something that gives you a static shock.
Huh?
And, Jay, whatever hand or finger you use to poke this with, the skin where you have made contact with this stuff feels more sensitive. So that's weird.
That's a bit strange. Yeah. What?
Sammy just kind of pulls it quickly away from Jay because, what the heck, dude?
Well, it didn't hurt. But I'm still fine. It just, that was...
Sammy just kind of wraps it firmly up in the handkerchief and then ties it. And he's gonna roll hammer space again. And pulls out a little baggie and plops it inside and zips it closed. No one is touching this.
I don't recommend touching that. It, like... It's weird. It made my fingertip more sensitive.
Yeah,
But that looks like... That's not just me, right? That looked like stuffing you put in a ragdoll.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did look like polyfill.
What is going on? And so, as Sammy's saying this, he kind of just puts it into his sleeve. Zoop! It's in his hammer space now.
And Sammy, you rolled an 18, so you actually find something else pretty close to where you find this fallen stuffing. You also find a door into a room.
What is this? And Sammy opens the door and pokes his head inside.
It looks...
You're like Scooby Stack.
Excellent. We
You have
fucking
the
love
height
the
range to
Scooby
do it.
Stack. So, you find what looks like a very small bedroom that is still mostly full of boxes and old props. But tucked into, like, a corner, there's one of the boxes that has a blanket laid over it and a pillow. And there's a corkboard with string and notes and what looks like plans for something, but, you know, nothing interesting, really. Notes about people, mostly. And there's also a loose floorboard.
I'm gonna check this
Gotta
same
go look
music
that
in here. What's the room sound like with an 18?
There's sort of a childhood nostalgia type musical theme in here. Mostly like acoustic guitar and a little bit of violin. And and there's like also not a xylophone. What's the...
Glockenspiel?
No, a celeste.
Marimba?
That's what it's called.
Huh?
Hang on.
Teeny tiny piano thing that they used to play the melody for the Harry Potter theme.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's playing sort of a soft, gentle theme. This was somebody's room. And with an 18, you can tell that this somebody was, like, you are hearing their theme music for when they are, you know, safe and comfortable.
Okay.
I'm gonna go check out that loose floorboard.
Okay, you pop open the loose floorboard, and underneath there's a stack of letters.
I feel kind of bad reading someone's mail, but like we need clues.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take. I'll look at the top one. I'll look at the top one, and I'm not. No further.
If Sammy peeks into the little compartment of the floorboards, is there any letters that have like the outside in handwriting that Sammy would recognize?
Yep, all of them.
I'm looking at the top letter. I'm looking at the top letter.
No, isn't the top one that very ominous one?
The top one would be the very ominous one.
Goodness.
Oh no.
Jesus Christ.
But it's weird, because this was not... this letter did not arrive here within any reasonable amount of time for the shenanigans from last night. But, Heart, remind me what it says.
Oh, it says, "Hey, Bonlock, we need to talk." Signed, Gil Treble.
And this is a letter from a couple of months ago.
Who was Bonlock?
I'm starting to think this ragdoll ain't just a ragdoll.
No.
I'm also starting to think that something's definitely wrong with Gil. Because this reeks of what he used to be.
He wasn't like this when I saw him last. I stopped him from stealing a diamond. What is going on? He changed from when I first met him, but it was for the better.
This is someone's safe space.
You think we should take these?
I think we should take them and give them back to Bondlock.
Because a room in a basement where a prop's been stolen, and the prop is supposedly a ragdoll, but this is a bedroom. Like, there's no way around it. This is a bedroom.
Sammy's shading is starting to turn an interesting shade of purple. It's not like the violet that he normally turns. It's more blue tinted, and he's really starting to rub at his wrist. He looks extremely uncomfortable with all of this.
This whole place feels off. This whole place just sounds off.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
No, me either. We have to find Gil.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah, just...
We need answers, and we can't find them here. Not without some bullshit.
No. Let's go. Let's go.
Good, because Jeffley doesn't want to be in the basement anymore.
Yeah. Let's get the fuck out of here.
No one likes this basement.
There's just a feedback loop of this is bad between the three of them.
Yeah, we've got tense violin happening in the background.
There's probably tense cello going on as well that Chipley can hear. Sammy does not like this hit at all.
No.
Yeah, Jay will just quickly grab the letters and anything else that's in that compartment.
There's a notebook.
Yeah, grab that then. Just shove him into his hammer space.
Yeah, there's a bright red notebook shaped like a heart.
Cute.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys have finished your investigation. You head back upstairs. You head back outside. I imagine you probably don't talk to anybody else in the theater because you guys are sus.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys head outside and you start following the tracks, and it's at this point that we cut to another scene. And we start with Lady Dread again. So you have entered the office, and you have time to look around. Roll perception.
Of course. Unfortunately, I don't have my glasses on. That's not bad. Not bad for not having glasses.
That just meets the DC. Good job. Okay, so automatically visible places to check. Is there's desk, shelves, and couch.
Mm.
You got a tip, didn't you?
I remember. Well, I feel like I should check the desk first.
Mm-hmm.
Because a little birdie told me that there might be something there I'd like to see. So, investigation?
No, because most of you already rolled perception.
Oh, okay.
So, there are a few things on this desk. There is a stack of paperwork. Which, if you want to figure out what it is, you can roll it. You can roll intelligence.
Sure.
Okay.
That's only a 12.
Roll again.
My straight intelligence. Okay.
I'm not going to tell you why, but roll again.
Oh, hey, that's so much better. 19 plus 2.
All right, not bad. Yeah. So this is Bunlock's paperwork, but maybe it's because you've been hanging around with Bob lately, but you've gotten a bit better at sort of the legal jargon type stuff. This is not like a work contract. This is a transference of ownership contract. And next to it, there is also a letter from one Violet the Toy Maker.
Oh, okay. Well, you know where those are going. I'm picking them up, and they're going right into my pocket.
Excellent. And
right into my hammer space. All of the paperwork and that letter.
There's also a business card attached to the letter, which I assume also goes into your hammer space.
Of course. Write that down.
And underneath the stack of paperwork, there is also a small lockbox.
It's not... It's... When you say it's small, do you mean it's, small as if it fits in the palm of the hand?
No, not quite. It's a bit bigger than that.
I'm gonna pick it up. I don't...
When you pick it up, something inside clanks.
Clanks?
Clanks. And clinks.
Like clockwork pieces?
Not quite. More like coins.
Coins. Okay, those go right into the hammer space. I don't have time right now to lockpick it.
Valid. So you have stolen the lockbox and the paperwork. That's pretty much everything you can find on the desk.
Okay, I think I will search the couch next.
Okay. Roll me a DC of investigation. Or roll me investigation.
Oh, okay. Where's my investigation? It's just +2, but that's 17 plus 2.
Yeah. You can hear something very, very faint as you approach the couch, and it gets louder as you get closer to it. You can hear the very faint sound of a heartbeat.
Okay.
And
so I'm going to very carefully reach under the couch cushions.
Yeah, it's between a couple of throw pillows on the couch. And you find this.
I'm going to very, very carefully pick it up.
Yeah, roll me a dex check.
boy. Misfortune, please. Please, misfortune.
Okay, you don't see what that means, but we're going to see what that means in a second. But as you pick this up, the heart itself isn't moving, but the sound is coming from the magic that you can feel pulsing inside it.
Mm-hmm.
It is a little red pillow shaped like an anatomically correct heart, and it is in terrible, terrible condition. There are patches that are frayed, the stitches that are holding it together are kind of clumsy. There are tears, there are burn marks on this thing and water damage, and yeah, it doesn't look good.
Okay. There's no piece of it that I've left behind on the couch, yes?
There's nothing left behind now.
Would you say that I would know if it would be okay to put it into my hammer space?
Roll me intelligence.
Okay, it's 10 plus 2. It's 12.
Yeah.
Could I instead roll medicine? No, that's worse. Never mind.
I mean, you could roll medicine if you want, and I would treat it as having advantage, but
I'm gonna try to see if I can get that advantage. No. I rolled a
alright.
2.
Okay. Yeah, no, you don't know. You don't know. You kind of assume, though, with the fact that you have a couple things in your hammer space that aren't exactly safe, it might be better to just carry it.
Uh-huh. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking through my hammer space for
I will remind you that you can pull things out of hammer space that aren't necessarily on your list.
Okay, so what I want to pull out of my hammer space is something, a bag that's very, very cushioned on the inside, so I could gently wrap it, keep it safe.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
I
roll
rolled
me a
an 8.
d10. You rolled a what?
8.
Alright, you are successful.
Okay. I'm gonna very, very carefully place the heart in this bag
Mm-hmm.
and gently tuck it in to secure it.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm
Okay.
going to sling the bag over my arm because I have nowhere else to put it.
Alrighty then. And it is at this point, as we follow Lady Dread as she is, sneaking back towards where she said she was going to meet her compatriot, we catch up
Mhm.
with said compatriot. Iolite, um, you are, um, you are carrying Bonlock out of the basement. And for a second, he flinches, and one of his sleeve hands goes towards his chest and presses against it.
Are you
And
okay?
we're fine. It's fine.
We're gonna get out really, really soon. Don't worry. You'll be okay. You'll be okay.
And he kind of smiles at you and nods. Okay, we trust you. Um, And I have to roll con, and you have to roll stealth.
Great.
Wait, what is the con save? Yeah, that's still a
Oh.
-2. I got an 18. I'm fine. What did you get?
I got an 8.
Okay, you know what? Roll again, please.
Okay.
Just because I can't have you getting caught carrying the
Oh,
thing.
there we
I
go.
didn't think this through. Yeah, that's what it is. Basically, Bonlog rolled well enough on his con save that he manages to, despite whatever condition he's in, he manages to guide you out in a way that'll be quiet because he realizes, oh, you're playing the game. And so he knows that if you're playing the game, you have to be quiet and you have to be stealthy when you're stealing something or stealing a person. So he, very quietly guides you out of the basement to where you are going to meet your friend. And it is at that point, Lady Dread, that you meet back up with the others. Why don't you also roll me stealth?
Okay, I'm gonna use my other die. Let's see if that will be nice to me. Please, oh please, oh please. Oh, come on.
I will give you advantage since it's the second time you're doing it.
Thank you.
Oh my god. Dice. The dice gods don't like us.
Oh, come on! Why?
Do we need to say peck the dice?
Can
It's
just let me Okay, I will spend 5 points of my lay on hands to just let me roll again.
No, we'll
Please.
add that. We'll add that to your 10 that you rolled with the 8 plus 2. That's
Okay.
a 15. You stealth down fine. God damn it, I need you guys to be able to make it out of here for what I just said to the others to make any goddamn sense!
Alright, so as I'm making it back... Oh, good, alright. Let's get out of here, shall we? I've had enough of this place.
Does one of you want to...
Quick.
Do either of you want to roll sleight of hand to set the fire?
Yep.
Soto, does she have better... Does she have sleight of hand?
Oh, she does.
Okay, I don't have proficiency.
Okay. There you go. That's a 23.
That is a 23.
She knows how to do this.
Yeah, she's very experienced in arson, isn't she?
Yeah.
So you set the building ablaze. And it starts as a small fire. You only ever see it being a small fire. And
Let's go.
you get out to the back courtyard. Stopheles is waiting for you, and there are carts out here, and I'm going to give you guys an option. You have strength or dex if you want to try and maneuver the cart itself, or animal handling if you want to get it hooked up to Stopheles.
I'm going to... use strength.
Okay.
Yeah, strength.
I mean, they're the same modifier for me, okay? I rolled a nat 1.
Okay, that's not going to work.
Highlight. Yep. Just straight strength.
Yeah, just strength. Straight strength. Straight
Strength.
Pack!
Straight strength. It's fine. It's a dirty 20.
That's a 20. Okay, you manage to get it maneuvered over. You get Stopheles hooked up to it. You guys get on board. And
Alright, Stopheles, let's go.
Yeah, and Bonlock rolled well enough on his con that he manages to get himself up in as well.
Yeah. If it starts to rain, Sandy does have Iolite does have the tarp.
Yeah,
if it's gonna start to rain, I'm gonna roll hammer space.
It is already raining.
Okay. I I rolled a 2. I take out a black umbrella with a very curious design on it. And I open it, and I put it over Bonlock.
That's pretty.
Yes, it's perfectly suited.
Yeah.
All right,
How are
come
you
on,
doing?
let's go.
Are you doing okay, Bamba?
We're fine. He still seems very confused, and you guys are welcome to roll insight because he is lying. But
Sure.
Sure, I can roll insight. Okay. Okay.
Oh, nice!
Paying very much attention here.
That's
Nat
20.
20 on that insight roll.
yeah, Lady Dread, or shall I say Gil,
Mhm.
something's wrong. Something is very, very wrong. You've known Bonlock for a little while now. You know that he is not able to feel pain. But you can tell just by looking at him and from the way he's breathing and the way he's talking and just everything sort of about the way he's sort of the state he's sort of in right now. He's in agony right now. He is in a lot of pain, and that shouldn't be possible.
Alright, so here's what I'm going to do, because Stopheles is basically my familiar. So he's just... I've already told him to go. He's just going to go because he knows where to go. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds. Let's see,
Okay.
where's my D8? Is this a D8? It's 2 plus 7. That's a 9.
Okay.
I'm going to very slowly take my black hands at the moment and smooth them over Bonlock's brow as I cast Cure Wounds on him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear. What did they do to you? What did he do to you?
Hang on, I need to do some quick division. Okay, 6 plus 9. Okay. He's back up to a little over half his health, and he kind of he winces a little bit at the contact, but he tries for a smile and says, "Oh, thank you. You didn't have to do that."
Delilah,
Yes.
his foot fell off.
Oh, no. You still have it, don't you?
Yeah, I make
It's
sure
okay.
to pick it up.
It's okay. We can't go right away, but I know someone we can go to, and hopefully they can help.
Okay. He's gonna be okay, right?
Yes. Yes. I'm gonna go ahead and Cure Wounds Bonlock again because I'm worried.
Yeah, I will say there is going to be a certain point that you can't get him up past.
Yeah, apparently my dice agree with you. Because I just cast Cure Wounds again, and I got, again, a 2. Plus 7.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, unfortunately, because you already went over half of his HP, because you took him from 6 up to 15, nothing happens.
Okay. This is fine. We're going to be fine. Going to go. It's okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stopheles knows the way.
Mama, do you want a lollipop?
Yes, it would be a good idea to have it out in case we run into any trouble.
She's gonna pull out that, and then she's also gonna pull out just the smaller lollipop and hands it over to Bonnock.
And he blinks a little confused, but then smiles and thanks her. And I think that part of the scene is where we cut, because you guys will get a chance to talk during that scene you guys have. But we cut here,